you come and see the show tonight? Have you? Too much. Oh no. Knackered. Take it easy. I like the headband as well. But you don't know who it's from.
Must be one of the mums who does the ballet class. They'll probably see it and come now.
That's fine. Are you ready? We're rocking the Adidas look, aren't we? I think so. We've got. Nice warm up, Harry.
Okay, it's 2:30. Good afternoon, everybody. My name's Michael Nunn, and I'm Artistic Director of BalletBoyz, or one of them. And welcome to Movebank.com. This is our first live stream rehearsal and question and answer session. You can find us at Movebank1 at Twitter and hashtag #AskTheBoys. We're waiting for your questions just up there on the mezzanine floor. So, these are the dancers, very fine dancers, and they're going to be rehearsing a piece called Rabbit today, which is by choreographer Pontus Lidberg, and it's in our latest show that's touring the country in the next few weeks, and also going off to America. I'd like to introduce you to Charlotte Pook, our rehearsal master, basically keeps these gentlemen in check and makes them look as good as they do. So I'm going to hand you over now. Enjoy the rehearsal. And then we'll do some questions and answers, yeah? Thank you very much, chaps.
All right, thank you. All right, guys, so let's start with the big group unison, and then we'll keep going all the way up until Brad's solo, yeah? So we'll start from there. Just really pay attention to the music, where each other are in space. Help Josh out because I know he's new, so just kind of work together, be really clear, be really precise, and then we'll go through a few details after that. Good? All right. Standing by. So Matt will go from the 3 bells to enter. Now keep breathing, guys. Deepen those legs. As better spacing, Mark. Good. Now watch your spacing. Suspend, good, up. Pay attention to your focus. All right, good, and rest there. All right, well done, guys. Not bad at all. Just go back a little bit. The trio was much better spacing-wise, and the fitting, Harry especially, it was good to, there you are. Yeah, it was good to just take away those little things, and also the focus of playing in between Mark and Brad, that was good, so just keep going with that. Josh, just with your arms on the leap with Mark, just make sure you're not in fifth, but actually they go right up into parallel, and you want to lift your head up and over, but the others, that was good to remember that. Just when you run, really keep the play, because you've got the jetés coming up, which is quite a funny thing. You know, you're doing some jetés in the middle of a piece, your rabbits. So especially when we had that 7, don't forget that you can be really human with your partner and then enjoy this next moment. Yeah, because it's all been a strict unison, we've got this real unity, and then we still want to start to see the individuals in you. So kind of play with that, and then we've got skipping next anyway. So that's good. Let's just go back to the first part of the unison. We're just going to refine a few details. So from the top, when you slide in, so this bit's fine. And if Harry, do you want to sing? Yeah, thank you. So nice. And da, 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 good. So just stopping there. Simone, we need a little bit more arc on your leg for the windmill, and there's a little bit more suspension going up and round. Ed, can you just show? So we're up, we're coming down. So he's sending the leg a little bit further around. Just lifts the suspension up. There we go, good. And this is good. much better with the sharpness, making sure you're staying completely square, and allow the arms just to go towards the side, and that will also help the arc of that wimble round. Let's go from the top. And with Harry's voice. And good. And just rest there. Flav, just be careful of your parallel. If you look quickly just then, Harry, you were like this. Just make sure that you take your time here, arms on your legs, to come around. Let's see the level change. Jordan did that nicely, to come round, to face there. The big jump, know where your parallel is. Don't take it too wide. Yeah, exactly. Just keeps the cleanliness, if that's the word. It is. So, shoulder coming around. Making sure we're in parallel. Now from here, let's find a little bit more dynamic. So we're going to lift the chin, lift the arms, find the impulse up, and then I want to see a sudden impact down. So drop that. Good, and let's make sure all the knees are together. Good, and carrying on. Let's keep the leg up, arms back, and breath more in the torso. Just be careful, edge your shoulders are up a little bit. Find that breath a little bit more, less with the fingertips reaching back, but really coming from underneath. Good. Next part, making sure you're lifting the head and spotting to the front. Off we go. So pivot around, lift the focus, drop. Good. Let's go back one more time from the beginning. Off we go. And good. Up and over. Keep it calm. And up. Good. More breath. Nice, guys. So keep this parallel, carrying on. There we go, yes, just adjust that a little bit. Matt and a couple of others I saw. Keep that pelvis down and keep that knee in line. Off we go, and coming around. Bigger swipe here with the arm. So let's see the arm take initiative around and up. Good. Wait. And carrying on. Be a little bit more surprised that Josh has entered the room. And good. And big impulse down. Good. Sharp retire. Up, up. Good, guys. Better. And just rest there. Just something for you, Sandy, as the second pivot, as you're coming all the way around, be careful that you don't hit too much over 90, because then it looks like a different move from everyone else. So, do you know which bit I mean? After the shift. Yeah. So that's just, it comes into something else. You're lifting it this way. Harry, can you just demonstrate? It's more about coming around the corner. So they're trying to nail that 90 angle. Yeah, even more. Yeah, good. All right, so Josh and a couple of others, just with these two groups of 5, making sure that you're acknowledging the other group. So you're working on different rhythms and different accents. So suddenly it's a bit like you're aware of them a little bit more. Okay, so now that we've got the positions of the angles, I just want to really emphasize the fact that we've divided. We've kind of got 2 different things going on under the same umbrella. Yeah, so I just want to work with that a little bit, especially when you're coming so close to each other. There can be a little bit more of a encounter. Yeah? So let's have a look at this. Do you want to count?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5.
So here, be aware.
1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2.
And be aware of the others in space. Good. Good, guys. Yeah. So especially when you guys roll to come up, just before you look to go for the 5-2, that's a place where you can connect to them. Same with you guys, looking here, there isn't a strong focus point. It's just you're doing what you know, but actually make the eyes go to someone from the other group. So it's kind of like you're working against each other. Yeah, just to create a little bit more play. Let's just go from the top with music one more time. Yeah, so from the top of the unison, working on those details. Good work, guys. So it'll go straight into the quartet. And better. Stay in parallel. Now lift, drop, good. And breath. Spot to the front. Nice, guys. Wait, good. Yes, Matt, that's better. Drop. Now begin to pay attention. Nice, you guys. And look at them. Good. And just rest there. Good, guys. Yeah, that was so much. How's it feeling? Yeah? Knackered? Yeah? All right, just take a minute.
Charlotte,
Yeah.
I think now is a good opportunity to do a few question and answers.
Yes,
Yeah, because I think there's a few people tweeting in like talk to you, chap. So grab a glass of water and just come up quickly.
All right,
Billy,
thank
you might
you
have to put
guys
that
for
camera
work.
down and come back up here.
Well done.
Okay. Everyone okay? Good job, that was brilliant. Hello, I'm Claire Taylor-Sutton. I'm the creative learning producer here at BalletBoyz Dance Company. I'd like to welcome you to our first live question and answer session with the BalletBoyz company dancers. Please feel free to join the conversations using @Movebank1, #AskTheBoys. Thank you very much. Right, guys, I'm going to get going. We've had a lot of questions come in, which is fantastic. Teachers and students all over the country want to get to know you a little bit better. So be honest, open, and don't hold back. Are you ready? Good, okay. So, first up, we've got a question here from Jenny in Southampton. She'd like to know what a typical day is like for you. So, Harry, can I ask you that? You might need a mic.
So our typical day starts at 10 in the morning. We usually, we're in the studio 10 till 6. So we'll start with the morning class, which will either be ballet or contemporary. And then we'll rehearse through until 6, whichever production we're working on. Our schedule varies quite a lot when we're on tour though. So when we're touring, we'll usually travel in the morning to the venue. And then we'll do the show, we'll rehearse the show once in the theatre, and then we'll do the performance in the evening. And then depending on how far away from home we are, we'll stay over or we'll come back that night. So it's quite varied and it's always changing, I suppose.
No, that's great, thank you. It's a really in-depth response. So Jenny, I hope that answered your question. Thank you very much. Right, what have we got next for you? I've got Rose from Streatham. Hi boys, I love your work. Good start. What is your favourite piece to dance and why? So can I ask, Brad, can I ask that to you if that's okay? Take a moment.
I think that's a very personal question. I imagine everybody has very different answers, but for me, it changes from week to week. Almost, it kind of depends on maybe my mood or something, because the pieces that we perform are so different from one another. The shows that we're doing at the moment, we have Pontus Lidberg's, which is quite classical, and then the one by Javier de Frutos, Fiction, is much more contemporary, so they're on the opposite end of the spectrum almost. So it's, yeah, they both have different qualities which I enjoy, and they're demanding in different ways, so it always depends for me.
Is it okay if I ask that to another dancer? Who might like to pick that question up just to find out, so get a bit of variation on the answer? Any takers?
Like Brad said, all our pieces are different. We got such a big variety of repertoire, and right now I think I feel like I can express myself more in Javier's piece, just because it's quite theatrical and it gave us more freedom. When in Pontus's piece, it was just different. We just learned steps, and so it's in Javier's piece you feel like you can put more of yourself into it at this stage, but everything changes.
That's great, thank you so much. Right, so moving on, we've got a question from Jess in Surbiton. She would like to know, did you learn dance at secondary school? So Ed, can I ask you that?
Yes, we did dance at secondary school, and then I went on to take it for GCSE, but I also took ballet outside of school, as the dance we did as part of the syllabus in my secondary school, there wasn't any ballet, so I thought I'd kind of supplement the technical side with extra things as well. Yeah.
That's great. And did any others of you? Did anyone else do dance at secondary school level? Just to get a bit of a... Yeah? Yeah. Okay, good to know. Okay, so moving on. I've got a question in from Beth in York. She would like to know, do you teach workshops and do you like teaching? So can I ask Sandy? She's sitting right next to me.
Okay. Yes, we teach a lot of workshops. We try and teach workshops depending on where we tour to. So to the local schools of the theatres that we're performing at. We try and hold master classes. We also have a weekend course called the Dancers Course. And do I like teaching? Yes. I love watching the students or the adults, whoever they are. I love watching them develop from like the start of the class or the workshop to the end. So yes, I enjoy teaching.
Good. I'm happy you do, because that could have been awkward. Okay, right. So next up, we've got a question from Sally in Exeter. Hello, Sally. She would like to know, what would you be if you weren't a dancer? So, Matt Rees, can I ask you that one, if that's okay? Just pass along the mic.
I would be a vet. No, I was I was going to the Marines. That was my my aim, I suppose, if you'd call it that. And then stumbled upon dance and didn't go. So yeah, I would be in the Marines right now.
Yeah,
short but sweet. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Thank you. Okay. Next up, far up north, we have John from Glasgow. Hello, John. What do you most like about being a dancer? Any takers on that question? Or do you want me to pick?
Mark.
Mark, what do you like about being a dancer?
It's hard to answer because I started dancing when I was 9 and it's always been there. So that's been kind of the main thing in all my life, and it brought me to discover other types of art. And I discovered life through the class of dance, if I can say. So I think that's what I like the most about it. Yeah.
That's a really nice answer. Thank you. Jordan, can I ask you that one as well?
Probably just the fact that we get to wake up every day and come in and have a little family here, and we just get to do what we love every day, which is nice. So I think that makes us feel lucky.
Yeah, that's great. Thank you. Okay, let me just have a little look here and see what else has come in. So, I have a question from Jason in South London. He would like to know, why do you dance and how does it make you feel? So can I ask... Flavian, have I asked you a question? Flavian, your turn. So why do you dance and how does it make you feel?
What do I dance? I don't know, actually. I don't know what do I dance. I love dancing. I started when I was 5, so it's been 8 years. I don't know. I love dancing. I love, sharing experiences with my team, with the BalletBoyz in the studio, and that's my first job. So I really enjoy that, like dancing with them, and that's why I love dancing. I think so.
Thank you very much. Okay, I'm going to move on. We've got quite a few, so I don't think we'll have time for all of them. So I'm just going to move on to the next one. I have Sarah from Leicester. She'd like to know where a number of you trained. So can we just could we just go round and just let answer sort of where you trained?
I trained at Laban.
Okay.
I trained at the Paris Conservatoire.
I started my training in Italy, where I'm from, and then I moved in London when I was 16 and joined Rumba School.
I trained at Northern School of Contemporary Dance.
I trained nowhere, but I've been here for 7 years, so I've probably had BalletBoyz training, if that's a thing.
Of course.
I initially started training at the CAT program in Newcastle and then came to London to train at Rombe.
I'm the same as Simone and Jordan. I also trained at Rombe.
I trained at English National Ballet School.
I trained in France, in Lyon, in the Conservatoire.
I trained at Rombe as well.
Thank you very much. Brilliant. Okay, so next up, I've got a question in from Mike in Manchester. Hi, Mike. Hi, Mike. He would like to know, as sort of an addition to dance, what exercises do you do to keep fit? So if you can offer us a few tips and advice. Sandy, you're quite good at this, so if you could just, we'll start with you.
I try and work out at the end of every day.
Mm-hmm.
Abs, planking, arms, a bit of yoga occasionally, the occasional cycle.
Oh.
A bit of yoga, I've said yoga. A bit more yoga. Then I do some yoga.
Oh, you do yoga, really? Okay.
Yeah. I think a lot of the boys swim.
They all look slightly... Does that happen?
Yeah. No?
Fine.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What else? What else do we...
Bradley, what exercises are you working on? Because I keep seeing the studio holding these weights and what you are.
My new favourite thing is squats. I've got quite thin legs, so I've... I'll give you a twirl. They're my sparrow legs. So yeah, I've been trying to work my legs as well as just doing weights with the arms and things like that. I think for everybody it's quite vital to work every part of our body. And then Simone does yoga every single morning before class even starts. So I've also been trying to join him a little bit on that because that's a great thing to do, like Matt said.
Brilliant. Okay. Next up, Liam from Cambridge would like to know, apart from dance, do you have any other hobbies? What else do you enjoy doing? Sandy, I won't start with you because that would be unfair. Ed, can you answer that for me?
Very difficult, but we are normal people, so just going to the cinema, watching TV. I like going out to eat. But to be honest, it takes up so much of your time that dance kind of does get interwoven with your life. So dance is pretty much it.
Any
Bradley, you have got some hobbies.
I personally, I think it's quite important to be interested in a lot of things. It helps a lot. Not to kind of just be so focused on one thing and it kind of just takes over your whole life. So we all kind of when we can and if we have time, like Ed said, we do try to do other things, whether that's just going to the cinemas or I'm quite interested in photography as well. So I take a lot of photos of the guys. They're probably sick of me by now, but that's a big thing that I like to do. So it is good. It's good to do other things as well.
Just want to quickly say that we've had a retweet on top tips from Bradley squats for skinny legs. Loving that, so thank you very much. Great news. If you've taken anything away, it's that. Great. And just to sort of round off, we're coming towards the end, I think, of this little section now. Could you offer, or what tips would you offer for somebody that wants to get into dance as a career, as an actual profession? Michael, who shall I ask? Harry. What top tips would you give to somebody that would like to pursue dance?
I would say to someone, it's really, really hard. But if you're really passionate about it, it's not hard work, if that makes sense. It takes a lot out of you, and you've got to give a lot to it. But if you're really passionate about it, then go for it. Like, put your all into it. And yeah, that was probably a terrible answer, wasn't it? Yeah. Sorry, that was a useless answer.
Sorry, what was the question? I forgot the question.
What top tips would you give for somebody that wants to pursue a career in dance?
I think it's not only to do with dance, it's go watch as many shows as you can, read books, listen to music, like do things out of dance to feed your dance, and I think that's what feeds us every day. If we leave something out of work, then we bring in it afterwards. So yeah, and as Harry said, it is a hard discipline, but it's worth it. It's the best job ever because you get to travel and experience so many things. So just
That's a really nice answer. Thank you.
Power through.
I was going to say similar, but I also think trust your gut and follow your heart, and also look after your body, because we only get one body. Yeah.
Thank you, Sandy. It's lovely. Right, I'm going to round things up now, but I've got a question in from Lisa in Reading. In fact, I actually have I have a very quick question from Beth in Nottingham. What's the role of the rehearsal director? Charlotte, can you do that really quickly for us? Yes. Thank you. Thanks, Beth in Nottingham.
So the role is basically to be a mum. No, not just be a mum, but to look after them and teach them class and to go with them to the tour and kind of restage the performances depending on the size of the venue in case anyone's injured. And yeah, basically just look after the piece and look after the dancers is my role. Yeah.
Thank you, that's brilliant. I've had one in which I think is for me, and it is a question which basically says, can you tell me more about what Movebank is? So just to let you know, Movebank is a brand new site that's been powered by BalletBoyz. It's been set up to really get teachers and students involved in dance. They can really understand it and enjoy it. You can access lessons, tutorials, creative tasks, advice on lifting, stage work, studio rehearsals. It's packed full of stuff. And all of this brilliant content is available for a small annual subscription. So if you go to www.movebank.com, you can find out more. I think just to round up, I'd like to say thank you for joining us today. And for myself and all of the BalletBoyz team and company dancers, goodbye, and we hope to see you again soon. Thank you.
Bye, Chair.